Greetings, Ambazonians. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Please, if you're joining in, just click share. Just click share if you're joining me, please. If you're joining me, just click share. Let's build the audience before we talk. My live coming today is very urgent, and before I start talking, I want to say those of you who have been frequently sending me message via Joshua Carr, my Facebook Joshua Carr is open now. My Facebook Joshua Carr is open. So those of you who have been sending me message through Joshua Carr can see your messages. But I want to say all of you who are joining here today, you're welcome. And why I'm live today is very, very important. Normally, I wasn't supposed to come. I had to come with my brother, Eric Tato. I had to participate in his live show, but Eric Tato will be live again this evening. But what I have to say was so pertinent that I had to use my own Facebook. I would have used Joshua Carr, which is my normal Facebook, but I said, no, this platform already has an audience, so let me use the audience of this platform to talk to you Ambazonians. Ambazonians, before we start and why we invite, please you click share because we really need many people to be live. I don't know how we can do that, so please just click share. And I want to say today I'm really very, very grieved. I'm really very, very grieved, and I could say a little bit disappointed. I'm very disappointed with certain issues in our revolution for today. Well, because what I see in this revolution as of now, I don't know how to really explain it. What I see in this our great revolution now, I don't know if it's hate, I don't know if it's tribalism, I don't know if it's just bitterness. I don't know how to really put it, my people. I don't know how to really put it, because we are a people and we are fighting towards a common goal. You understand? I owe respect to so many great people in this revolution, which they use their own profession to benefit this revolution. For example, for a long time, we have not heard about Barrister Bobga, but yesterday I was just on my bed and I watched about a 17-minute video made by Barrister Bobga with so much wisdom. These are the kind of things we need. I've never heard him stand to fight. I've never heard him stand to quarrel. I've never heard him like use his office like one of those who initiated this revolution to stand against the revolution. I've not heard that. But I see Barrister Bobga, despite what happens, Barrister Bobga comes in a few minutes, he concentrates in seeing and making sure that Ambazonians are put first. Now, when I come to realize the incidents which are happening around us and the things which some of us do, my people, it really touches me. Today I'll be speaking my mind again. Today I'll be speaking just as it is. You know, before I start, my people, before I start, while we click share, I would like us to ask ourselves, Ambazonians. Ambazonian, we are people, and how is Ambazonian formed? Ambazonian is a people which we have a great history, and this history is what is keeping us up to today. Now, but when we destroy this history, what do we benefit? When we destroy this history, what do we gain? When we destroy this history, what makes you special? I just want to ask this because from what I've heard, I've been very troubled, my people. I've been very troubled. Our brothers are dying. Our sisters are in the bushes. Yesterday we heard in a corner 7 people were shot. All this information reaches us, and all thing we can do is maybe write rest in peace. But we have an opportunity, and some people, because of greed, and I don't know if it's anger or it's what, they destroy it. Well, Southern Cameroonians, before we start talking, I would like us to really build the audience, because in this time of this revolution, I could say it's a shame to us all. It is a shame. We haven't gotten to Ambazonian. And if this platform that we call the interim government is what is bringing out the demons in some of you guys, then I say some of you guys are worse than Lucifer. I'm telling you, if this interim government, this foundation which Siseko built, which most of you felt like the interim government, it will not last. Please, I want you to click share, invite some people, invite everybody that belongs maybe to a group or a surrogate. I want to ask you guys something. This interim government, when it all started, some of you never believed it would stand. And we don't owe you, me, Prince Jeka, I don't owe you guys nothing. You understand me? I don't owe any group in diaspora anything. You are not in jail. You understand? The person who created this platform called the interim government is paying it a price in jail. You guys in the diaspora, you are not paying no price to this our revolution. Okay? You're not paying no price. You're not paying no price. And what you guys have done today, when I tell the people of Ambazonia, I don't know if it to change something, but it's a shame to us all. It is a shame. Siseko and Pata Sang, they created this foundation. They built this foundation for the interim government under democracy and solidarity. They did not do it like wanting to just do it for them to be okay. No. Why some of us activists stand with the interim government? Because it was built under a unified and a democratical platform. Some of you guys knew it will not last. Some of you guys thought it was those your groups and those what you created in the past, giving people's name president as it was said. That never happened. And then suddenly you find out that this platform which has been created, its foot is becoming stronger. The person who organized and built this platform is rotting in jail. Is rotting in jail with his fellow colleagues, Galafo, Patasan, and the rest. All of what you guys can do is just to make sure that no, every day in the struggle we knock our heads. Look, Barrister Bobga, amongst every person who can even talk out of this struggle, which we always, Barrister Bobga is the one of the person we even need to give respect. He has not been in the revolution. He has just been there doing his thing secretly. And he realized that at a point which the people might be frustrated, he spring up from where he was and he give us some words to edify us. Why can others not do that? First of all, Southern Cameroonians, please, while we click share, I would like to touch some points before I get to the real thing. I would like to touch some points. So please invite me as much as possible. And first of all, please, if you are following me today, if you're watching me this show, make sure that you invite somebody, because the message I'll be giving to you guys today, you will know that why Ambazonia is not moving forward is because some of us. I will tell you why Ambazonia is not moving forward. Today, I'm with my phone. I'm on my phone here. Normally, I wasn't supposed to do this. It was Eric Tato that was supposed to come live to do this. But I had to join him in his show with some other activists. But I said, under this My Merciful Truth platform, maybe it would be good if I do something before I still join Eric Tato, because it really broken us as activists, but we'll keep forging ahead. They say when one door closes, another door opens. Okay, before I start, I want to first expatiate on what Barrister Bob got, the wisdom he dropped yesterday. And when I sat down, I really felt very, very enlightened with what Barrister Bobcat did yesterday in his outing, which he came out. So, ladies and gentlemen, great people of Ambazonian, you're welcome. For normal palace, for where mommy and where papa, they say, Mawe, it kill people inside family, no being an outsider. If you turn, you see your brother die for Nyungu. You want to see your mommy die. You want to see your other brother die. No check far away. No say one of your uncle there for inside family, the Idigian for inside rituals. Now so will they ever watch for Africa. And today the simply thing I will talk when I don't finish enlightening this thing where it happened for Cameroon, for La Republique with our present situation, then I go move to that. Now, Southern Cameroon. The first thing where I want to start talk while when I click share now. Some of you who don't see the elections we don't happen for La Republique. These elections not get nothing to do with Ambazonia. That's the first thing. These elections where it happened for La Republique, it not get nothing to do with Ambazonia. This point get to be very clear. Why they talk so now? Because if you look at La Republique, Aijo already signed a pact with France where even if some of you at the year as let's say come to his winning, let me use English today, please. I'm sorry, I will not speak in pidgin. so others can get the message too. Like we are hearing Camto is winning and whatever. When you look at it today, the French has already played their ball. The French already has something they call an agreement. And this agreement, Camto has not spoken with the French president or with the French delegations or with the French embassy or whatever to make sure that this agreement, which is holding La République and maybe Cameroon under poverty, to be changed. Now, most of us have forgotten why you see most French countries are under poverty, are under economic slavery. Now, we don't have human slavery anymore. We don't have human slavery. What we have now is economical slavery. And how is this economical slavery being passed? It roams over Africa. When the white people realize that the Africans have become wise and the world will be judging them in regards to human slavery, the Western world decided to change the method of slavery towards Africa. Now, this method of slavery is not practiced by all European countries. This method of slavery is practiced by some few European countries which feel like African is their bread basket. And what is this slavery called? It is called economical slavery. Now, many African countries are trying to spring out themselves. They are trying to withdraw themselves from this economical slavery. How is economical slavery being used? It is used in the aspect which the Western world, they use their big passport, they use their big documents and their high currency to make sure they capitalized investment in African country with high reproductive system in their own country. That means what they will get from your country for maybe $1 million will be sold in their country for $10 million. Now, going back to the French and the La République, you remember that when French was about leaving La République, which is known as Cameroonians or whatever, when it was about leaving them, they decided to destroy everything if the French will not agree with some economic policies, some economic trading policies with them. So this has not been settled yet. That's why you see Cameroon is still under slavery because of these economic policies. So as you see Cameroon like that, Cameroon has some amount of money which they send to the French government every year. That goes with all the countries under CEMAC. Maybe some are not paying, but I know Cameroon have that amount which they send to France every year. That's why you see we have high custom duties in Cameroon. We have inflation rising every day. We have economical debt. They don't care because they have what they have to pay to France. So some of you who are happy that Camto this, Camto that deal has not still been arranged. Despite whoever is there, we, the people of Ambazonia, we have to make sure that we stand on our lane, because only when we stand as people of Ambazonian before that deal, that agreement which Ahidjo had with the French will be destroyed, as in regards to the people of Ambazonia. So that economical slavery is still there. Despite you hear all the political drama that Camto is saying, I will release this, I will do that, I will build this, all those things. If that agreement which Ahidjo did back in the 1960s with France is not being trashed out, everything that is being done in Cameroon, Cameroonians, La République will still remain under slavery, because they will still have to fight as much to pay that agreement, that debt with their colonial master. So Southern Cameroonians, we have to be focused. We have to be focused, because only when we achieve Ambazonians, that Ambazonians will be out of such debt. Now, and to let you guys know, this one is just an introduction to the real matter, which I'll be speaking soon. Now, Camto also has not rejected the genocide that happened in Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. You have not heard Camto rejected the genocide. Everything that has been happening inside Ambazonia, British former Southern Cameroon, Camto during his election, during his campaign, He has not rejected any of those claims. He has not said like he will hold the military or anything. He hasn't said a word. So you can see our people are dying every day. Some of you guys have seen in the corner 7 or 11 people died yesterday. You have seen also in the northern zone people are dying. So even though we are using the Camp to winning for a strategical way of making sure that things don't go well in that other part of the country, but we need to be wise. We too need to be wise, because the man has not openly said that what Biya is doing is wrong. He has not said that. Kamto has not said what Biya is doing is wrong. He has not criticized the Cameroon government for the present genocide going on in southern Cameroon, the killing of our people, the torturing, the maiming. He has not said a word. So we are not sure even if tomorrow he becomes the president in that part of the country, he will be able to give a remedy or a solution to that. So southern Cameroonians, as we are building the audience, please always remember this, that man, he's there and he might be there for the French people. Despite the small names I see coming up on the list, like having the Prime Minister Akere Muna, having this and that, Minister of Justice, our Barrister Bobala, former consortium president, please don't be worked up with that. Don't be excited and say, no, we'll have it. No. Let me tell you, my people, when you're working for a revolution, your spirit need to be even higher than the person which you're demanding something from him. You always have to put your spirit, your morals. That means your expectations needs to be very high, because when you have a greater expectations, then you'll be able to have a greater victory. But when you put your expectations towards what the master or the colonial person, the colonial administrator has to offer, then he will mingle with you. Now, if you see what French is trying to do with this thing, is trying to take Southern Cameroon in another form of slavery, because he has realized that Biya has failed. Biya has failed woefully in regards to tackling the Southern Cameroon problem. So what do they have to do? They have to come in now with some other fresh Southern Cameroonians, because Fonchas are no more. Endelis are no more. All the other names which gave French the privilege to take us under slavery are no more. So they have to come under another new slavery road. And this new slavery road now might be through Akere Muna, through maybe Barrister Bobala, and through the others to come in and make sure they can get, because Southern Cameroon is the breadbasket. Please, as you're watching me, click share. I've not gone into the real matter of today. This one is to enlighten British Southern Cameroonians why the presidential elections of La Republique does not have to excite you, to keep you focused, to keep your goal, to keep your expectations very high. That's why I'm pushing on this. Because we have to be very, very focused, because French, I've told you guys, French have good political philosophizers, good political analysts. In all this process, it was Barrister Keremuna who was Barrister Bobala's defense lawyer. And Barrister Keremuna is an international lawyer of world standards and recognitions. So definitely, the French can always use him. His father and him have been there in the game. So you can see also Barrister Bobala is not a small person. Barrister Bobala has studied. He's an elder man of repute. He's an elder man of high educational background. So there are those kind of people which France want to use. That's why you see they were scared of people like Endeli, because Endeli's mentality, he had the Anglo-Saxon mentality. So they were scared of people like them. You understand? So when you see such of our brothers, now Barrister Bobala has the Center of Human Rights for, he's the president. So they are trying to affiliate him. They are trying to affiliate him to the francophonized politics. So when they get him inside, then they'll be able to pull in. The French people like to have those people which they think they bring crowd. You understand? And those people which they feel they pull the crowd. So with them now, they'll be able to to bring in their people because they want to come through the back door. And don't forget these Southern Cameroonians. The main aim of France in your country is just for that world. If you see whatever is happening today, the Camto and the Munas coalition, whatever is happening today, just know it's another political philosophy to grab Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia under a slavery of the French people. It is another one. So while you are working, while you are doing your things, Southern Cameroonian, now is the time for you to wake up. Now is the time for you to elevate yourself from that mental slavery, to establish yourself on that platform which you have to be judging things on modern development, modern technology standards. That means modern politics. When you sit down, don't just be basing your facts saying that, oh, we have now beer, it's no more, because the Frenchman knows your main ideology is for beer to be out. They know that they can capitalize on that platform that, hey, Southern Cameroonians are thinking beer has been there for long. So if we have to bring a new person, then we try to affiliate, because they have two people who are still singing the federation. Now, those people singing the federation and defending the federation can work on our agreement. Now, our agreement with Aijo is still there. This is how the Frenchman will be thinking. Our agreement with Aijo is still there. Now we have the mineral resources, the word from the Southern Cameroonian side. Who are those amongst the Southern Cameroonians who still have the love of unity to abide under federation? The look, we have Barrister Bobara, we have Akere Muna, maybe we have, I don't know about Dr. Fontaine because he doesn't speak anymore. Now they say, how can we affiliate those people? How can we affiliate them? Now Barrister Bobala is out of jail. The main people who stood for Southern Cameroon independence, pure independence, are rotting in jail. You understand? We even heard that they were about to be killed. So at this point now, what do you Southern Cameroonians have to do? You understand? What you have to do is to make sure that you defend those who are having your interests at heart. Yeah, you understand? Having a federation, what kind of federation? I told you guys that if the French wants to give you federation, they will destroy the bond between the northern zone and the southern zone. They will affiliate the southern zone with littoral. They will affiliate the northern zone with the western province, the western region. That's what the French will do. So what kind of federation do you think, if they are, as they are saying, as Camto is saying, they will look, they will dialogue, even if they have to come to federation, what kind of federation? Southern Cameroonians, be smart. Be smart, because French is using political philosophy over you guys. Now, the next thing I want to inform you is, you guys have heard for the past days our leaders were not visited. They rejected people to visit our leaders in jail. But in regards to yesterday, getting information from my brother of the National Telegraph, Eric Tacho, our leaders have been able to be seen. And we thank our press, our Secretary of Communication for that output, which he came out and was very, very, very strong in regards to, if anything has happened with our leaders, our reaction would not be easy. We thank you, Secretary Chris, for that, and that's what we appreciate. And also I want to say big kudos to Barrister Bobga for reawakening up our memory in regards to this French political philosophy to always have Africa under slavery. We thank you for that, Barrister Bobga, and may your name be always honored in regards to the putting Ambazonian first. Now, Southern Cameroonians, this take me to the plot which I like to express my mind. You understand? I don't owe nobody in diaspora, and today what I'll be saying here will be bitter. We have 200 and about 40 people coming, or 30 something people. I'd like you to maybe increase. Let's build the audience, because Southern Cameroonians, maybe this one now I will change it for pidgin, because it get to deal with one-on-one talk. We as Ambazonians, it get to deal with brother and brother talk. So I will not more use the occupiers language of English, the colonial language of English. I will go to our normal lingua franca, which we as people inside the house, we can talk in pidgin. That's why I'm going to change my language, because I think the most important part which I had to educate our people is over. Now it's to spill some beans of what we are doing amongst ourselves, the dirty things we are doing amongst ourselves. Now, my papa and my brother, and my mommy them. Today, I be don't make and see I go canna for my brother Eric Tato a show can talk. But why you not see me I come here now because of say, if I look for my post and everything, some people don't see me at the post today. They don't know say Prince Jaka get heavy heart. I get very big heavy heart from inside me because the game where some of our brothers and they play for this revolution are very bad game. I did talk so because I will show you now with evidence for my phone. I always like for doing with evidence and I will show you now. Some of una don't hear about decolonization committee. Una don't hear. Una don't hear say the interim government get for go represent Ambazonia for decolonization committee. Now, 2 days ago, I she done for Facebook, I did do my normal daily routine, I did work, I did look, what did happen around. I realized and say, some of our brothers and for some group, me I not concerned with group because I did put my people for Ambazonian first. But some of our brothers for some group, they start come for online. That is, man even call some group AGC and the Soka Dev. My merciful truth, might just change and say, might just talk now raw because now merciful truth. You understand? So my brother them for inside AGC and Sokadev, I don't man not call Sokadev because I don't know whether how many Dr. Kwangai people if you be in a fake profile. I might just use AGC. AGC they come for online, they can the question. So we don't hear a decolonization committee. We'll never see video for decolonization committee. And where's the video for decolonization committee? My brother. These people be the ask these things. So first, my fact talk in regards to my post where I post on today. They say they don't put them. They know the first deny say they say they don't invite we. They say Southern Cameroonians do not invite we. The interim government, President Sako come live. Can't tell when I say they don't invite we for a United Nations Decolonization Committee. Now for build our hopes. Now for build our hopes, say at least after everything. I tell you one thing, my brothers. Time when they be invite AGC for inside Decolonization Committee. I mean for inside UNDPO. I post that for my book, Facebook. All will be there happy. You understand? No man no be talk like say, may they go do something for all we were happy. I posted it, Kemi Ashu posted it, Eric Tato, all the other activists, the Mark Barata, Yannick Sikot, all them, they post that for inside Facebook. All we were glad. Now, the interim government can't tell we say they don't invite them for decolonization committee. All we, at least now for both we are moral. All we fight now for one goal. It don't mean say because say we the vex with some particular people them say thing where they don't do it not be correct and so our brother them. Then we could take and fulfill say some person you want benefit. Now my people, the first thing I go tell and I say for that decolonization committee, as when I see where some people they don't post them for Facebook today, say the IG they go represent Sahara. My people for Ambazonia, first thing, Southern Cameroonians, interim government, the name Ambazonia, international world no know that name. You understand? And for politics, for international politics, when you never be recognized a country, you never be part in the United Nations, true or false? When you will not be a recognized country for inside international politics, you will not be part of the United Nations. You cannot be part. You must use na lobby. Now, when they say Western Sahara, you know how many countries are they part of Western Sahara? There are other countries under. Southern Sudan just get independence in overstay, despite which it happened for them. Now, they don't struggle. The interim government don't struggle for lobby the Western Sahara so that on that platform for Western Sahara, they could be able to talk about the problem for Ambazonia. Some people, they carry on today for Facebook, the right and I say the interim government don't lie. Now all thing with the interim government, if get for tell we for Facebook, now the way we work now for La Republique or we work now for Ambazonia. Where even if the interim government tell we say it go talk now for Ambazonia, not before motivate we are spirits. Now you go take the thing for the interim government, you compare and say this one will be go London, this one will be go do this, my brother. When we try for correct our brother, why would they make these French people that they look will say would they fight na tribalistical something inside this our Ambazonian revolution? Why? Why when they make they feel as so they find a tribalistical something? Now they carry the other one say Mr. Anyin, the one go talk for Mr. Anyin, they go talk now waiting under stories waiting. For under that place, Mr. Anyi, whether na under which organization na for waiting, he go talk na Ambazonia. Now, we never end na for day, my people. That one self never vex me for their post the way they do them. The problem where they na say this particular group, and I be very bitter about this. Look, if you want to make the Frenchman assimilate we were brother, he better make the Frenchman assimilate we fine. Because some of una attitude themselves the worst past Frenchman. Some of una look, some of una be born Lucifers, demons. See, my brothers, they might tell us some beautiful truth, and I will show una the message for you. I will show una the message. So this particular group say AGC, because of say some activists them who they love the foundation, they don't make all una group them for diaspora for 2 years for unity. No man, no green for 2 years. Una the vex say some of you who support interim government for 2 years. They don't back una unity. Una not put Ambazonian first. Una they do all kind of things. No man never ever talk. Una go for back. And they talk this one for Capo Daniel, Mom TV, and the other one then. Una go for back, una go right United Nations Decolonization Committee. Say Sako, the one go can't talk for Ambazonian people. Say they want find out if Ambazonia did for the list. My people. That people them now, because normally Ambazonia is not a recognized country, my people. Ambazonia is not a recognized country, and if you are not a recognized country, you don't have nothing to do under the decolonization committee. You can only be lobbied to another country. This agency is so going to get them. So the email there for you, I go show you now. Now, why we wicked so? Why we be very wicked? And you know the plan where they be doing. The plan and away they go come for front because they don't say a president don't can talk. This anger they come now because of what happened with Dr. Yabacho for London for oil. This oil thing where this guy them they want proof and say Dr. Yabacho the work now for a personal interest. So this thing now the people they come online. They know say when they make that call for the United Nations, because the interim government go need a pass because they don't lobby, then I lobby them. They go need a pass to get into the United Nations. They know say when they make that call, they go reject the interim government. Then they go come now online. They go come ask and say, where is the video of the decolonization committee? Now we have been waiting for the interim government to talk on the decolonization committee. Where is the interim government? President Sako have been lying to us. Say President Sako have been lying to us. President Sako come and talk. Now they don't get nothing again for talk because Capo Daniel be make video talk say the interim government they lie. He don't call the decolonization committee say Ambazonia they say no. Now so Capo Daniel be talk. They be surprised now the list where the poster yesterday they see President Sako in name they see Mr. Anyim in there. And above all my people, the worst bad thing will happen. They suspend them. They suspend them. I know one talk this thing about when my kind of editor to a platform vomit my belly bed. I say no my vomit my belly for year. After Capo Daniel and their AGC people, they make the call, not thinking about 8 million Ambazonians the way they die. They suspend the interim government where it don't find lobby for good talk for we Ambazonians. They're waiting to be the need. It don't be a tribalism modified. May we go down now, may we leave una sick, leave Dr. Yabacho, make it continue the fight. Because if you be saying a Sako the make una may not fight, me, I call look, me I don't like nonsense. Make Dr. Sako resign. Dr. Sako see me look, me not fight for dirty your hand for 8 million people their blood. If now me I be you after this nonsense, resign. Make the thing be on one side. Make we just she don't quiet. Because no matter what you will do, we know they take I feel vexed with you, I know if you can go for that extent. I can be angry with you, but I cannot carry Ambazonian case where I know say 8 million people a day in this thing. This is the now the mail this man not talk some person say I over talk. Ma show when I know say life for show the mail. Ma show the mail. Ma show na the rejection. Ma show na the letter way they send them. This na the first video where Capo Daniel do am. Now the first video this way Capo Daniel do am.
Send out this short video regarding the issue of the invitation of the interim government to the committee of decolonization. The issue still remains contentious and we have had a lot of inquiry. I just want to reiterate that we stand by our initial post that was based on a research and online research on the schedule and agenda of this committee. Southern Cameroon is not on the agenda, and the interim government AIP wasn't invited to that committee. I had followed up with an inquiry to the AIP's office, and I'm still satisfied that our report was accurate. I have made a phone call to that office. Their response was that the Southern Cameroon has been declassified as a colonized territory, so our subject have no business in that committee. And they also explained to me that I can go to their website for more information, which we already did, and check about the countries that are on their agenda. The Southern Cameroon is not on their agenda.
My people, you see this. You see now from this call, because for decolonization committee, countries are not the countries. Now only countries the way they be recognized by the international world. Now they go for decolonization committee. Now for this politics, for this international politics, like imagine a Southern Sudan one get independence. If you find to those committee, those people the way they already belong to that decolonization committee, you go lobby them. You go tell them your matter. You go tell them your case. You go tell them why you can't talk for day. When you lobby them, they say you get a good stand. You get a good evidence. You get enough evidence to make you stand as a country. First, we already get a government in exile. Second, our president is in jail. Third, we have genocide going on. Definitely, the Sahara countries where they be in part of this thing, they go enable we for come inside this committee, can talk as people of Ambazonia, quoting examples of what happened in South Sudan and how South Sudan got their independence. Now, because of we have activists, then when they get bitter mind of against one another, because we are hurt over bitter. Capo Daniel over investigation. This one is stupidity, my brother. I'm so mad. He better say no more will stop this nonsense, make these people not die. This one is stupidity. You carry your phone, you go the call, the find out. For a decolonization committee, we not say Ambazonia no be country. Which place for United Nations you go even here say Ambazonia? Apart from that, a UNPO where they put flag for the UN people is unrecognized country in the world where they don't even know them. Now why that when I get that on a UNPO? For UNPO, even we wake up to say a new town, na Santa be country. We go buy place, enter UNPO, you go carry flag for Santa put and day. Now people with a dream for get country. You carry way to the happen for UNPO, you enter with the inside United Nations. You enter with the inside United Nations, you start make call. Now the letter this, una don't glad no, una don't win. Una don't win as I see somewhere kilo, una don't win. IG is a scam. Wicked people, una continue to do am. Then una come online can the right. Una already go plan una crew. Una already go plan the creek for destroy. Una come online can the una be the wait. So that when this thing come out, this is the this thing. This is the. Let me see. Okay, this one I forward. Let me go to the real this thing. Let me go to the real image. This is the mail. I don't want to show you guys. This is the mail. This is the wait, man. This is the part of this is the mail. If someone will read and find, that is the mail. That is the mail sent to reject and saying that people call. They say agency call. That's the mail. If you look very well, you see the United Nations Committee there. That's the mail. That's the mail of rejection. Because of waiting, Ambazonians of evil mind. That's the mail of rejection. That's the mail. And then you hear how our interim government from the chat the whole year, the AIP Sako called Capo and begged Capo. He said, Capo, please don't do this. The AP begged Capo Daniel as an activist of the people. He said, please, my brother, don't do this. Don't do this. He begged Capo. But they gathered up in their group with their mind. Them few of them, they just wanted to destroy it. As if we don't be, they already make up for their mind. Say, if not be the group, not be other people are existing. Barrister Bobga is there, is existing. He's still working for this revolution. My people, with such attitude, where are we going to? With such attitude we have, where are we going to? Where are we going to? Why are we wasting our brother's life for nothing because of our greed? Why? I feel vexed with you. I feel talk for this Facebook, but I know if you take and go to some extent. The other day I was here on Facebook. The last time I been talk about Chang shoes, I posted. I come with video where it show all on a phone number. But immediately I finished with that video, I deleted the video because of our safety. If I be one being a wicked person, I will leave all una phone number then for Facebook, like public for copy and start the follow una up. After I do that video of Chang shoes, I had all of your phone number, beginning from Bo Hebed to your sick Ayabacho. I had all your phone number, Mom CV, Capo, Daniel. I had all the phone numbers there. I could still take those phone numbers and I still sell it out. But after I did that video about Chang shoes, because of your safety, just to prove you guys that what you were doing was wrong, I deleted that video because I had no matter what wrong we do, we are still remaining Ambazonians, my people. Then you carry our egocentric mind. Because of greed, you carry something that has to benefit us. We don't even know. We heard last week that our leaders could be killed. That's what we heard. We heard that they could kill our leaders in jail. That doesn't even worry you. That does not even mean anything to you. Mancho, BBC, and the others are crying that we should even do demonstration. That does not mean nothing to you. What matters to you is your group and to find out how IG is legit. You understand? What matters to you is about your group to find out how IG is legit. To investigate only about IG. I've never heard how you guys investigated the other groups for their millions they have been taking. I've never heard since the revolution, since they were starting about Ambazonia. What kind of wickedness are we committing amongst ourselves? Why? Why? Okay, now when I don't win, you don't succeed now. You don't succeed. But I believe, say, if another leader be get this thing, even though for propose, but will not for go to this extent. I believe so. I believe so. So now what have we achieved? What have we achieved? What have we achieved, my people? What have we achieved? For me, what I can see all, and I'm telling you guys my bitter truths. Me, I don't like to mix. What I see all about here is a tribalistical fight now. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. And I still have it in my mind very fresh. That's what I can see. It's not all about groups, no. It's all about which part of us takes us to Ambazonia. That's what I see. Because all this hatred started from the day Patasang descended down for Seseko to be the leader. I can testify with proof. I have enough evidence. Before I stand against any person in this revolution, I have enough evidence. All this insult and everything started from the day Patasang descended down for Seseko to become the leader of this revolution. That's the day all these things started. When Patasang was still there and things were still moving, nobody was against the revolution. Nobody was against this. But immediately Patasang came and said he has seen the will of God that he should go down for Seseko to become a group. And I want to say this, what I'm saying here about this tribal is not for everybody in Ambazonia, it's for some few people. For some few people. And these few people, I have their names. These few people, these are the names here. I have their names in my phone. These few people, you have, and whether it's Rema, you have Wali on the Move, you have Dela Delangu, you have Mom CV. There are many. I have their names on my phone. They are not just few people. I don't know. It's like they're just angry that something is going wrong. Elmas, you say he who goes to equity must go with a clean heart. I want to ask you guys, let's be honest. If you want to talk, come. Let's do a small debate before I leave this show. I want us to be very truthful to ourselves. Where has the IG gone wrong in this revolution? Apart from finance, I'll give you 3 points. If you debunk me on that 3 points that IG has gone wrong, then I think I will stop this revolution today. That means I've not been faithful to these people. Some of you, this is an audience here. I want you to know this today. You join me on a live video. If you know that the IG has gone wrong in one way, tell me. The IG has been for 10 months in this revolution. And for 10 months in this revolution, the IG has been doing great. Before the IG was built, all groups were called. I'm always repeating this. Before SCACUF was formed, a hand of fellowship was extended to all our brothers in the diaspora, all groups. How did Bo Habet become the spokesman of Ambazonian Governing Council? Was it not from collaboration? After a few days, he resigned. What again do you guys want the people to do? Some of you guys say we hate groups. But please, tell me if you were the one in a place where they have begged for unity, you don't want. I remember the last conclave which did not hold well is because they said the money who has to be given, just like what happened in Washington. They said all money that is being given, because then the chairman said, then the chairman of the governing council said, if you want to do a project, bring your project into the governing council, then they will vote you money, they will give you money to do after studying your project. And all the groups in diaspora said, no, we don't have to give nobody our projects. Why will we give you our projects before you give us some money? I know, and I'll still repeat it every day and every night, that why the unity never held was because of money. Nobody in the diaspora and groups wanted that anybody should question them on the money of Ambazonia. Nobody. And that's what I said, no. No. You did not come to Europe to come and make money on the heads of Ambazonian people. You did not. You did not come to Europe to come and use the revolution to be rich. You did not. People of Ambazonia have a right to know how their money is being used. They have a right. They have a right. And it's after then this interim government came. Now, the interim government was still formed and still sent a hand of unity. What do we see? Nobody wants to be under somebody. Everybody wants to become a boss. Everybody wants to become a boss. My brothers, what I've seen today is a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame to those few. I don't know what Ambazonians are saying, but I do this and I leave everything in the hands of Ambazonians. But it is a shame, a total betrayal that we have to go to this extent. Let me play you the voice note from the interim government, our AIP. Let you hear how he feels. Let me play you the voice note which I got before coming to this live show. I think later, let me play. This is a voice note from my president.
Fellow Ambazonians.
Let me come. 1 minute.
Fellow Ambazonians, fellow Southern Cameroonians. I come for Una this morning with very heavy heart. Heavy heart because our people are dying on ground zero. Some people are working hard in the diaspora to make sure she will get to Boya. And some people are working extremely hard for destroy the struggle and add more pain on our people on ground zero. Without any reservation, I go talk to some of us are whining and dining with these people who are bent in destroying the struggle. Cho Ayaba and his AGC, Shea Kavi, Tapang Ivo, and Capo Daniel. When the IG is decide to keep something out of we, now because of some of these actions with this individual they do. Dear Ambazonians, from Galan 4, it be meet up Kofi Annan for United Nations in June 2006. it was because of his meeting with Kofi Annan that Kofi Annan invited Paul Biya and Aloso and Judge Obasanjo for the Green Tree Accord, and we all know the final decision, which is in our favor. Foncha did not go to the United Nations under the invitation of the United Nations to SCNC or to Southern Cameroons. He used another organization, UNPFI, to get there. Foncha and Chief Ayamba has addressed the United Nations Human Rights Council twice. He did not go to the United Nations Human Rights Council with an invitation from the United Nations Human Rights Council directly to the SCNC, but they went there through another organization. Today, the interim government lobbied through another organization to get to the United Nations. Dear Ambazonian, guess what? Capo Daniel, Tapang Ivo, Cho Ayaba and their group did everything to call the United Nations and destroy Wetiwe, Professor Carson Anyangwe, the active president he worked for make sure say they get there and talk something. What is important to us? Is it how we get there, or is it how we get there and present our case, or that we should be invited to the United Nations as Ambazonia? Are we members of the United Nations? Do these people really know how international diplomacy works? Dear Ambazonians, I am so disturbed. I am talking in front of me with the invitation letter to the active president Sako and a denial letter again to him because of the actions, phone calls made by Capo Daniel to the United Nations. This is an embarrassment. Whether Sako was going to go there through another organization or what, our interest was for him to get there and present our case. That was our interest. Dear Ambazonians, can somebody call Capo Daniel and ask what is their interest? Dear Ambazonians, can somebody call Sheikh Kavi and ask what is their interest? Dear Ambazonians, can somebody call Tapang Ivo and Cho Ayaba and ask what is their interest? This is so disturbing. This is so disturbing. When people want to question how President Sako was going to address the UN Commission of Decolonization through another organization, what is our question with passing through another organization? What is our interest? Our interest should be for him to get any way to get there and present our case. This is what the active president, Professor Carson Anyangwe and others have been working hard to achieve, just to be destroyed by an illiterate residing in China in the name of Capo Daniel. I call him an illiterate because having certification is not education. Education is how you work your ways out in the society. All the effort that have been put in place for them to get that invitation letters have been destroyed by calls and writings made by Sako Daniel. We have the evidence. Dear Ambazonians, what is the AGC up to in this struggle? This is the question we have to ask ourselves. Thank you so much. I am very sorry for this day.
Sounding Cameroonians, una don't even hear. That means even Professor Carlson Anyangwe was still behind the scene working. People of pure mind. Why? I'm not asking this why. Why? People of pure mind, Professor Carlson Anyangwe was the one who arranged this stuff. This lobby that we have, this lobby where we get, is Professor Carlson Anyangwe that arranged it for the people of Ambazonia. Oh God. That means I was even thinking it was the people, it's the honorable, the people who don't even talk, people who don't make noise. People who don't even make noise. Professor Carlson Anyangwe arranged it, and you could see how Barrister Boga came yesterday to also edify us about the fake election or what election they are doing in La Republique. Our great minds with no groups who started this thing have the people at heart. But what do we see from those who have groups in the name of fighting for Ambazonia, only with the exchange of blow, are fighting for money here and there, wanting to know how money has been spent? That's what we get. They don't talk about the people dying. Either we see on Facebook, how is my trip to Boya money spent? Either we see on Facebook, where did Dr. Sako keep my trip to Boya? Either we see on Facebook something about money. We never hear about the people of Ambazonia. No. Yesterday I watched whether the sick. He came yesterday and was talking on Facebook. All I heard was about creating a body which people would donate, and then they can see how they donate. We don't need that. County by county is operating. And I'm saying it very clear here. Any defense force operating within a Fako County, we know them. And if you're coming inside Fako County, I'm basically telling you whether you belong to where. This one I'm telling you because that's where I put my money. I don't put my money in any government. I put my money in Fako County. If you are a self-defense coming to Fako County and you are not in Fako County, or we don't recognize you, then let it become a civil war. Let us take it that way. If you are not in Fako County and you want to come there, you must ask for permission before you come. If you are a defense group, you must ask. We already know the groups which are operating there. We already talked to those groups who already have people in there. And we are already organizing our county very well. We know where all the groups are, and we know who were there before we started with the Fako County. And we know the same thing is operating in Manu. So if you are just coming there, my brother, please don't come. Because this will not be about the struggle matter, because what we have seen is not what we like again anymore. It's like you guys don't fight for Ambazonia, put it Ambazonian first, but everything you want to do is for your own personal interest. That's not it. We have great fathers who are languishing in jail, great men, Pa Fongalafo, great men like Barrister Bobga, which out of nowhere he came out yesterday, outlined many important things that some of us were in the dark. If Barrister Bobga did not come out yesterday, we would have not known. We would have forgotten. Someone like me had already forgotten. I'd already forgotten that French had an accord with La Republique to keep them under economic slavery. It was already over my mind. But what do we see? We see only people trying to match themselves, trying to spring up themselves, trying to make sure that no, if it's not their way, it is nobody else's way. So this is the reason why truly unity has never been in this struggle for the past 27 years. We can see. This is the reason why unity has never been in the diaspora in this struggle for the last 27 years, when groups have been springing from one group to the other, from one group to the other. We can see it. It's very clear. It's very clear. It's very clear. When you all guys like One Brothers could sit under NCNC of Power for Ngalafo and do something great. No! Everybody wanted to become a boss. We had you spring up to form SCYL, you spring up to form SCAM, you spring up to form AGC, you spring up to go and form Morix, and whatever you guys were forming, it's because nobody wanted to be another person. Self-interested, egocentric people. I pray Ambazonians, you hear my message. Nobody should give $1 to any group in diaspora. Go to your county. More people have a county. If you want to know about county, I don't know if it's, yes, Momo, go to Sikot John. Sikot John. He's in charge for Momo. He will tell you how to do. Sikot John. His comment is even under the last post I put. Go to Sikot John. If you want to know about Manu County, go to Eric Tato. If you want to know about Sako County, come to me. Don't give your one kobo. I'm still repeating it. Don't give your one kobo to any group. If you're giving your one kobo to any group, people of Ambazonia, know indirectly you're doing a civil war. If you're giving your one kobo, I'm saying it because none of those leaders who have groups are working. None of them. None of those leaders who have groups are working. Professor Kasi Anyangwe is a professor in a university in South Africa. Barrister Bobga Harmony, he's a legal mind and he's still creating platform which will help himself as a legal mind. You understand? All of you who have groups in diaspora, go back to your certificates and look jobs. Go and get a job. Go and get a job. Don't come and be pushing us big grammar. Go take your certificate. If you studied, go and get a job. Go and get a job. People of Ambazonia, don't give them a penny anymore. Go to your counties, and if they don't want to accept it, then stay with your money. Go to your county, invest in your county, look for those who have willfully want to support and stand with you and put in your money there. With that case, we will not have all these things calling themselves warlords. We don't need them. We don't need them. In that case, we will not have all this nonsense. If there's any group which is operating under your county, if the group wants to be under your county, fine. If the group doesn't want to operate under your county, there are many ways we can take them out. There are many ways. There are many ways we can take them out. So if you are in Sako and you are a group operating under Sako, either you come under the Sako County and operate with all as the other groups we know, and you take orders. If you don't want that, we'll look for a way to kick you out. We'll look for every way in this world, so long as me, Prince J, I'm there. Anyway, we'll kick you out. Because once we start leaving these groups in diaspora to operate, they'll start selling their brothers. Once we do, because if it started happening like this, if people can take their time to call the United Nations so that something will benefit 8 million people should be destroyed because it's not in their favor, then it's very common. That means it's already happening in ground zero. That means it's already happening in ground zero. That means maybe some of our people are dying like this at their phone calls, which people have sold them to La Republique. That's very clear. That means some of our people are dying like this. Some of our brothers are dying as fighters in ground zero. They have already been sold. We don't know. Because if an activist can go to this extent of not thinking about 8 million people and calling an organization just to make sure to see how legit something is, when he knows very well that we are not yet a recognized country, we are struggling through the back door to be recognized, then they can do it now. To call La Republique and tell them that this group is here, come and catch them so that they will have a way to take over. They'll do it now. They will even look for commanders of the La Republique military and colonels and start telling them directions to go to other camps to go and fetch them. So their group will be the only one to remain in Ambazonia, and then they will say, yes, they're the only one operating. Since maybe in the beginning, we're telling them they don't have groups. Now they are moving every day with hatred, self-hatred inside them, because we said maybe before they did not have groups. Yes, I will say every day and any time. This struggle, Dr. Cho Ayaba was not prepared. And I don't know why I even keep calling his name, because I already said we have passed that stage. He wasn't prepared. This struggle took him unaware. And he should accept that fact and work with that fact before he will succeed. He wasn't prepared for this revolution. Even those who started this thing like Barrister Gobala and Dr. Foncha with Patterson, they never knew this revolution would turn out to be what it is today. So he cannot tell us he was prepared. He wasn't prepared. And that's why when Seseku was there, Seseku was doing his thing very quietly before he sprung up from somewhere and saw that diplomacy was not working in Europe and went to Nigeria, went to Daji and started doing his things. Southern Cameroon, I'm very bitter today. I'm sorry if I'm talking this way. I'm very bitter. No matter I hate my brother, I cannot go to that extent. No matter I hate my brother, I can never. No matter how I hate you, I can never go to that extent. Never. Even on my platform, I remember once Momsi V was insulted on my platform. I defended her immediately. One guy, I don't know what's the name, I think it's Alpha or what, came and said something to Momsi V very bad on my platform. Immediately I went there, I defended her. I said, no, I cannot accept that out of this thing, your personal life or personal integrity is taken down. I don't. For those who are with other group, they know me. I never. And despite the errors some people have done in this revolution, I've never for one day. The only thing I've criticized in this revolution are people's ego and interest. If the interest doesn't represent 8 million people, I criticize you. But if the interest stand for 8 million people, I will always stand by you. When you guys went for UNPO, I was there, I supported, and I was happy with the ideology. Then why would this one come you guys destroyed? Why? Why? Why would this one come? If I talk about your group today, is because I wanted that all of us, no matter what we have, we should always have a one good solid foundation. And because your group refused unity, how many of you guys, when this thing started, spoke to your group and said, no, my leader, let's accept the unity? None. They were fighting for unity for 2 years, nobody accepted. And then now at this point of time, we have accepted everything. You guys still are going there. The thing is just going up and down, up and down. Up and down, up and down. And people are being killed. Yesterday, 7 people were killed in a corner. My brother, let's stop this. If you guys are not ready, let's just stop. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. What will they say about us? These people came and applied it because they know. The United Nations know that's how a country springs up. The United Nations know that a newborn country can never spring up on itself. It has to go through lobbyists, through other people. So if today we are able to get one country that wants to support us in this, our Ambazonia self-defense, as some of you guys are on Facebook writing, and we need a country to stand by us. So if today we have a country that will say, I will support you guys in the back, I don't want my name to be out, some of you guys will go start looking for the connection of that country to call them. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. If today we have a country that wants to stand and say, we will support you guys in this your quest for independence. Because many of these Sahara countries can do that. Most of them have fought their way. Eritrea is one of the Saharan countries. They fought their way through Ethiopia. And today they are independent. South Sudan fought their way through Northern Sudan. And today they are independent. Other countries, many countries around the Sahara got independence. So if we were looking for a lobby, what message will those people now send to our interim government? They would tell them, my bro, we thought you guys were organized. Really? We thought you guys were organized. Because we knew from this lobby what you guys will do. One country from the Sahara will stand and support you guys. No! But over Michael Book, John Kawolo them, people where they don't get all kinds of certificate. We will not go school now when I go. Because when we write even small post on Facebook, your English is not good. Michael Book them, John Kawolo. When I don't take una BB grammar, then BB book. BB chemistry them and BB physics, they want to study. 5 A's them for advanced level. We did not have, we had only 2 E's. But at least we have a heart to think about our people. Nonsense. Really terrible. Once again, Southern Cameroonians, please, we have to move forward. And I want to let every guys know we have to be focused. This is why you guys see the revolution is always dancing. Because there are many bad things done in the secret. Apart from these few and the other ones we have been getting, there are more deadly things done in the secret. And that's why I'm still saying to you, Ambazonians, if we are not focused, if you are not focused, if you are just somebody who joined this revolution in the name of belonging, you'll be taken like whirlwind. At the end, you will not know where you are. At the end, you will not know where you are. So if you're joining this revolution, my brothers, my sisters, you have to have a point of focus. Ask yourself, why am I joining this revolution? Like I, for one, I joined this revolution because I know the only way I can help my people of AmbaLand, my brothers in the streets, my brothers who have finished school. I cannot give everybody money because money can never satisfy you. But making a country great, making a land great, that's the only way I can pay, I can help you. If I say I'm from abroad today, as some of you talk say bush faller, I can't with moto, I go buy you na how many mimbo, I go buy you na how many shoe, which I go offer you, I know if you offer you nothing. But if I dey for diaspora, I stand for this thing where I stand, this thing where all we stand today say make Southern Cameroon dey great today. If tomorrow that country dey fine, even if I know that country, you get job with the earn 150,000. My brother, no be you go glad. No be you go look and say, hey, Prince J.K. they be stand for something, then I will the benefit today for ground zero. But if we start asking my people, then which go be the end? Once again, my people, thanks for those who came online watching. Eric Tato will be coming live today, and maybe I'll be part of his show. So please stay tuned for Eric Tato. I think he'll be coming live maybe in some few hours time. So please stay tuned. And it's still in regards to he'll bring you guys more details. What I've just brought now maybe is just an ice cake that I brought out. But I think Eric Tato will give you guys more details because he too has more substantial evidence in regards to this. I don't know about the other activists, but I think some of us will join him. So we really see where if we are going forward, we really ask ourselves this, because you can see how Ground Zero is being united. They are being united. You guys said first the interim government doesn't have no defense. They said yes, but they have the AAC. Defense are willing to work under them. Now you guys say they're not doing no diplomatic method, but you are the same one which have gone and rejected their diplomatic lobby, which they have done. A great move when Cameroon is at a shaking period. Look the states of Cameroon now, La République, they shake now the better time where they go present this matter for these people. The best time, but I know God will provide some other time. Now was the best time because they just had their presidential election, which European Union said they know it's a fake election they are doing there. Now was the best time to do this. Anyway, my brothers, please stay focused. Please stay focused. Stay focused, and I appreciate all those who have been online. I don't know what to say and I don't know how to say it, but all I can say is let's stay focused. And I believe that's the only way we can succeed. Our brothers are in jail. We can hear from their calls and their messages. They are crying every day. So hold your brother. Despite anything, we have to move on. We have to move on. Despite all the odds which have happened, my people. Don't hear what we have said here today and you come and you start being discouraged. No. If you start being discouraged, then that means you don't have a focus. But if you have a focus, then you will never be discouraged. So keep to your focus. The focus is for us to see that the blood of our brothers do not go in vain. The focus is for us to see that Seseku, Patasang, Pafongalafo, and the rest who are in jail are liberated. The focus is for us to see that at the end of this revolution, which has taken many lives and many people to their early graves, they should be able to smile in their graves that their bloods were not wasted for anything. So let's have a focus. And that's the focus you have to keep. That's their own part you have to pay for them. That's your own little sacrifice you can offer to them. So my brothers, let's hold on to the lane. Don't look how steep the hill is, but look how determined you are to climb the mountain. I love you all, and please, let's click some share and like. Let me see those who are online, and I say thank you. Let's click some love signs, and let me leave you. I don't know if you have any question while you're clicking the love sign and while you're holding your brother as one another. Then if you have a question, please show. The Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. If you have any question while you're clicking the love sign, for those who have gone, for those who died in a corner, and those who have passed on to glory, while you're clicking the love sign and share, please, if you have any question, please, you can ask. Someone is asking for invitation where I'm already leaving. I'm sorry, but I think I will do that again. Oh, I know the person. Where Ambazonian Bobo, I'm already leaving because I have something to attend. But next time, please, I'm sorry, next time you will join me. I promise you that, Ambazonian Bobo. You'll be my one person who has been always focused to this. We are almost done, Ambazonian Bobo. I've seen your invitation, but I'm almost done. But well, let me just invite you so you see something. I think it's more better than nothing. I cannot see your invitation again. I've added you, Ambazonian Bobo. Maybe you have something very urgent to say. Okay, it's coming. Good day, Amazonian people.
Yeah, it's a good day. Give me some time. I just myself fine. My first call now, I want call. It blesses some few people in those on corner. They try to vet Saudi Cameroon themselves. Grand Saudi Cameroon they give about few happy those.
Your
They don't they don't enter Canada.
your network the worry. Your network the
worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is still worry. They still have to tell you now say now so and not even program you fine, but more leave and next time then I bring you live because the internet is worry. And I say Eric today live. So more just join Eric.
Okay.
How you check out?
Fine.
Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's join Eric. Let's follow Eric. Please just switch on to Eric.